what we have here is a paper making vat. Now this vat is full of water and paper pulp. Now what I have here is what's called a paper maker's mold. And you can see that it's got wooden ribs running across it. It's got a couple different thicknesses of screen, and it's pretty dense in the sense that, it allows you to really capture the paper pulp, even though it's ground up into tiny pieces, and get it to form all together. Now this is called the decal. Now the decal goes on top of the mold in a way so that you can contain the pulp and be able to get the thickness of paper that you need, and then also give us nice crisp edges all the way around. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a scooping motion. So what happens is you go almost straight down, and then you skim it up, and then you flip off a little extra, and then there's a little bit of a shake, and then a bounce, and then you got a sheet of paper. So it sounds easy, but the paper maker shake, as they call it, is something that's really, really tricky. It takes a lot of practice, and I've been doing it for a long time, and I still can't pull a perfect sheet of paper every single time. So we're going to go ahead and give that a try. So we're going to go down, up, a couple shakes. You can see that it has a nice, smooth, creamy kind of surface. And that's what we want for a sheet of paper. And now this part is called couching. And that is a French word that's spelled like the American word couch, but it's pronounced couch. So we're going to roll it down, press on it, roll it back up, and then we have a piece of paper there. Well, what would happen is I would put this board on top of the stack and then slide the whole thing in, and then with the hydraulic press down here, just crank it up into where all the water would press out and go into this gutter and then down the drain. And once it's dried, we end up with something that will look like this, which is a freshly formed, brand new, crispy sheet of paper. Now, one of the things that I like to do with the paper that I make is books. I make a lot of books. This is the first step of making a book after we've made the paper. So what I do is I take a stack of paper that's come out of my drying rack, and I bring it over here to my paper guillotine. And this is a paper guillotine that will cut several sheets of paper at a time. I also use it to trim the books after I have sewn them together, but before we put the covers on. So
I'll be making artwork in some fashion until I'm physically unable. If I was going to leave any sort of legacy behind at all, I would like to leave a sense of good, honest business and hard work and work ethic. Our family creed, to a certain extent, was good things come to those who wait, but only what's left over from those who hustle.